Wall Street veteran Fred Krueger recently stirred controversy by stating that not one actual human being is using XRP. Krueger, a former arbitrage trader with experience at Salomon Brothers and Greenwich Capital, went further, saying that simply holding the token does not qualify as a real use case. His remark immediately triggered responses from the XRP community, who were quick to present examples of how they actively use the cryptocurrency. One of the first to respond was Matt Hamilton, former director of developer relations at Ripple. He wrote on X, "I literally just sent some XRP to help out a friend. I am in the UK, they're in the US. It was the easiest, cheapest, and fastest way." This direct counterexample challenges Krueger's claim by showing a practical, peer-to-peer application that relies on XRP's speed and low transaction cost. Beyond individual transfers, users pointed out that XRP plays a role within its broader ecosystem. For instance, people use it to buy meme coins and NFTs on the XRP ledger, XRPL. However, Krueger appears unimpressed by these activities. He argues that these examples do not prove meaningful economic adoption, and he continues to reject any comparison between XRP and Bitcoin, claiming that the latter actually has utility. Adding complexity to this debate, an older study from 2020 revealed that 96% of XRPL transactions carried no economic value. Critics often cite this statistic to question whether XRPL's activity reflects genuine use or simply technical operations that do not translate into real-world impact. When it comes to institutional adoption, the situation is mixed. It is true that XRP's integration by banks remains limited and often anecdotal. However, it does serve as a bridge asset in Ripple's on-demand liquidity, ODL, solution, which is designed to facilitate faster and cheaper international payments. While this is a real application, the scale of its use is smaller than what many XRP supporters hope for. That gap between potential and actual adoption is likely one reason why figures like Krueger remain skeptical. It is also important to consider Krueger's perspective. He openly identifies as a Bitcoin maximalist, meaning he believes Bitcoin's utility and long-term value surpass other cryptocurrencies. Earlier this year, he dismissed proposals to make XRP part of the U.S. Strategic Reserve, calling XRP, Cardano, ADA, and Chainlink Link among the most ridiculous tokens. His critique is consistent with that philosophy. He tends to downplay the significance of assets outside Bitcoin, often questioning their real-world necessity. Now, let's look at this critically. While Krueger's statement is strong, the evidence does not fully support the claim that no one uses XRP. There are documented cases of individual users, developers, and even businesses employing it for transactions, tokenization, and liquidity solutions. At the same time, XRP's level of mainstream adoption is far from universal. It is not yet widely used for everyday payments, and its institutional presence remains limited compared to what its supporters predict. This raises an important point. Is limited adoption the same as no adoption? Probably not. The discussion around XRP often swings between extreme optimism from its community and strong dismissals from its critics. Both perspectives highlight a key reality. Utility in crypto is not just about technology. It is also about scale, perception, and willingness from institutions and individuals to embrace it. The takeaway is simple. XRP does have use cases, but the extent of its adoption is still evolving. Claims like Krueger's spark debate because they challenge supporters to show measurable, large-scale utility. For now, XRP exists in a space between undeniable potential and the need for broader proof.